What's up, everybody? John Murray joining us from the SuperBook live in Las Vegas. And before we get to any sharp stuff, any bets, any wiggles in the NFL, we have to show this tweet from a very upset David Wiebe, who says, time to move Vegas Murray behind the wood and give the bartender a segment on Friday. John, geez.
I gotta tell you, I've really struggled this season. I was gonna ask you, is this show, do you publish the show on X or is it only on Blue Sky? Because I'm getting off X. I'm gonna be a Blue Sky only person. So that way I won't have to see it anymore. That'd be good for me because this NFL season has not been good.
If you make a goodbye post, I will maybe move the show to Blue Sky. You and Ellen DeGeneres, I hear, are moving over to Blue Sky. Yes,
that'd be great. Or Threads. I'm on there too. So get the show on one of those. It'd be good for me.
I could not believe that. After you started last year, I believe 12-0. It doesn't matter what you did last year. All that matters is last week.
It's been tough. Atlanta, obviously, I thought that was a really bad spot for Denver after the Kansas City game, and Denver played awesome. Denver really should be, I think, 7-3 right now. They've been awesome since an 0-2 start. So credit to Sean Payton and Bo Nix. They've been doing really well.
I want to ask about San Francisco more big picture than the week ahead. And I wrote the story on Fox and talked to a guy who bets for a living. And I thought this quote was really solid. This is not the Niners team from last year or the last few years, he says. That much is obvious. But this part is interesting. Nobody's really lowering their power rating because the pedigree is blinding. Mm-hmm. Also, there's always going to be someone who thinks the Niners will bounce back. That's a pretty accurate picture of the Niners, is it not?
Well, I think it's very accurate. And I can tell you that we, even as they've struggled, we don't need to change their lines too much because the sharp guys are still betting them. They bet them last week against Seattle. My fellow Mountaineer, Geno Smith, saved the day for the sportsbooks in that game. Seattle, that was a great win for us. And they pounded the 49ers against Kansas City. I think that game was 5 or 6 weeks ago. The Chiefs won that game easily at San Francisco. So they keep betting them, and the sharp guys keep betting. So there really isn't a reason to change the numbers too much, although I will tell you this week, that's not the case.
Okay, there you go. Sharp action. What do you got?
Green Bay -2.5. It moved to 3 yesterday, mostly off the news that Brock Purdy left practice. I think they said shoulder discomfort. Is that vague enough for you? Purdy left practice. They bet the Packers. They bet the Colts. Now, you talk about letdown spots. I keep waiting for Detroit to have a letdown spot. I thought it was going to be last week. After they won that Sunday night game in Houston, they're at home against a very bad Jacksonville team. They won 52-6, Sam. Not much of a letdown there. That's the other one. And then also the Titans, +7.5. They're at Houston this Sunday.
Well, I hope the move on the Colts is right as I pull up the Week 12 contest card at the Super Contest. Yeah. I like Indianapolis. I actually bet them at 7.5. Contest line says 7. I will take it. We are 12-10 combined this season. We're still up a little bit, and I feel like we get back on track with a 2-0 sweep. I'm going Colts +7.
There's a lot of pressure now. You know, I already knew that I think it's at Kelly in Vegas on Blue Sky and on Threads. I think she deleted her Twitter account. She has been very critical of my picks, and now this guy, this Weeble guy, what's his name? David Weeble. He's coming at me. Weeby. That's why I'm getting off Twitter. I'll make my official announcement later, but. For this week, I'm going to go to Monday Night Football, and I'm going to go to my favorite person in the NFL, Coach Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. I'll take the Chargers +3 against the Ravens Monday night. Maybe if I win a couple, I can come back to Twitter. But for now, find me on Blue Sky.
You're going to Blue Sky. I'm shaving. The sky is falling, buddy.
It's terrible, man.